Hi everyone. Today we're going to be putting together our 4th of July Junk Journal booklet. Now I have here, this is our cover. We made this in the last video. That's all ready to go. We have our signature. And being that this is just a booklet, we should only have, let's see, what do I have on? Counting pages. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sheets. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we only have 4 sheets, which will give us 16 pages, which is perfect for a one event, quick type of book that you want to make. Junk journal. So you don't have 50 pages to fill in. We only have 16 pages. That should be pretty simple. Now it doesn't have to be 4th of July. You can make this any theme that you want. Summertime, birthday party, whatever you want. Me, I just chose 4th of July. I'm a little late, but that's okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I was going to sew in this signature, but being that this is really for beginners, and we don't have very many pages, I decided we're going to do a twine binding. And you don't have to have twine, you could use any kind of thin cord that you have. Crochet cotton would work, not thread, that would break. You want something a little bit sturdy. This is regular twine. And I measured it out to go around the center about 3 times. So without our signature in there, I'm just going to take the cover. Now I've never done this before, so it's new to me also. And I'm going to just wrap it around the center 3 times. 1, 2, not pulling too tight. We don't want things to buckle up on us. 3. Of course, I cut a little too much twine, but that's okay. So I have it wrapped 3 times. Get it into the center if I can. Like I said, I've never done this before. I've seen it done, but I've never done it. And now I'm going to cut right about even with the other piece. We're going to tie a knot, just like when we do the sewn-in binding, the 3-hole blanket stitch. We'll tie a knot to tie it off. Now I think what I want to do is, I want to have one strand on one side and one on the other side. Now how can I do that? Let me experiment here. I wrap that one there. Put this one under here. Probably about the same thing. But, oh well, it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna make a knot. Making a knot on camera. A lot easier off camera. Okay, I have the first part of my knot. Let's see if I can hold this down and tie the second part. Pulling it, not letting go. Got it. Alright, make sure it's a good knot. So you see, it is rather loose, but it's okay. It's not holding a lot of pages. It's going to slide our pages under the twine. Here are our 4 sheets. I'm going to slide them under here. Carefully, don't want to rip it. So you get to the center where your fold is. And I'm going to fold them over. And I just want to make sure I want to see if that's going to stay where I want it to stay. I think so. Looks pretty good. Let's see how the pages turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5. Going the other way now. I see we're getting caught a little bit on the top. 6. No, that's fine. 7 and 8. So this does work, and it works pretty well, as I can see. It's staying where I want it. And you can see I wrapped it 3 times. Can you see where I wrapped? I'm trying to look at my screen and look at my hand at the same time. Okay, so the pages are in. That's good. And very easy. Beginners can do this. So we have our book and our pages. Now I do want to decorate the front a little bit. I have that, and I have my little label. I lost it. Is it under here? No. I had a label to put on here. And I also have, I want to put on the inside of the page, the inside of the cover. These were clear self-adhesive pockets I had made out of laminated sheets. I had made all different sizes, just about down to the last of what I had. But I want to put one of those on the inside of the front cover. I don't want to cover it up with any type of paper. So let me get this one out. These little packets I had made, because I had made them in all sorts of sizes. This one is 4.5 by 2 1/4 inches high. So that'll fit right on our cover, inside cover. And I think my screen is a little bit dark today. I don't have all my lights on. It's very hot. I've turned off the air, but I have a fan on low. You probably hear it humming. And I didn't want to turn on all the ceiling lights. So I hope you can see. Okay, that's my little package I made. Now this is the laminated pocket that we made. I do have a video on my channel on making these. These are similar to, I don't know if you remember, Target used to have them. I don't know if they still do. They used to sell clear pockets in a package. They were all one size and they were rather large. So this way we made custom clear pockets. And I have the video on my channel, like I just said. I believe it's the first video I ever put up. So if you want to see how I made these, they were very simple. The only thing is I made these a few years ago and I used double-sided tape. What they call score tape. And I had noticed on the few that I had used that the tape dried out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on top of this tape that's here. I'm peeling off the backer. I have tape on all 4 edges. Because we do have, let's see, where's the opening? Right here. So it is a pocket. It's closed on all 3 sides. It's sealed. Done on the laminator. And I do want to put glue on these pieces of tape. Just to make sure. Because like I said, I did notice that the glue had dried out on some of them that I used. So I'm just going to put a small amount of glue around the whole 4 sides. Now on this pocket we do put glue on 4 sides because it has a front and a back. So we'll be gluing down the back. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, there's glue on all 4 corners. And I got glue right in the middle. Don't you know? I'm making a mess with the glue. Which is why the tape was perfect, but didn't hold. So, I got glue on my pocket. Now place this down. Try to get it even. Now the glue will dry clear, so we won't see it. We have the tape to hold it temporarily till the glue dries. If I do make any future ones, I think I'll just skip the tape process and I'll just glue them in. I know this glue holds because I've used it on an acrylic pocket before. This is just Elmer's all-purpose glue. So I'm gonna let that dry. Let's see if I can find my label. I also have this I want to put in. Now I'm going to cut out some pockets. We don't need any of this. We may make some extra pockets. And I will cut out some of these ephemera that I printed out. And I do have extra things that I printed. This is on cardstock. Here's some tags and 2 journal cards. And these I just printed on copy paper. You could put small photos on these. Use this as a background. And then I have this. I want to make a pocket out of one of these. So we'll be doing that in the next video. Oh, I found my label. So I'll have these all cut out. I won't let you make me cut. I won't make you watch me cut. And we'll decorate the cover. Maybe we can decorate the cover now. What do I have? I have this, and I have this little gnome that I had made. I cut it out on my Cricut. Yes, this was on my Cricut. And I made 3 layers and I glued them together, so now it's a nice sturdy die cut. I put some glossy accents on the nose and the hands. You can tell where they are. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. And I want to glue this on here. Where do I want it? Here. I think I want it over here. Piece of my hair. That out of there. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. Just going to put glue all around the edges and the center. Make sure it stays. I've been using Elmer's all-purpose glue for all the books I've made. Mini albums, planners, and I haven't had any problems with it. Okay, I'll take some in the middle. Edge here. Hat. And a star. And nearly done. I think this image was one from either digitalscrapbook.com or Creative Fabrica, and they have downloaded a large collection. I think it had a bunch of different gnomes in it. And I had used them on, I believe it was on the rosette wreath that I made out of cardstock. Hold that down a little bit, let the glue start to take hold. And then I have this one I made it on my own. I don't know what I used, but I put glossy accents on these little, supposed to look like nail heads, or what do you call those things, eyelets. I'm just going to glue that there, and this way I could put either, the year, or if you're making something different like a birthday party, you could write it on there. Because you can't write on the spine, so that when you have it on a shelf you would be able to see what it is, but this way at least we can see on the front. So I'll glue down that label and let our gnome dry a little bit. Not too much. This is copy paper. You don't want to soak the copy paper with glue, wet glue. Just enough. It's right across the top here. Pretty well centered. Down our label and our gnome. And that should do it. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and put something down on the top of this because this is a little bit thick. Takes a little bit longer to hold. So when we come back in the next video, we'll be adding pockets and tags and a few little decorations I've printed, and we'll be finished. Okay, so please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video when we decorate the inside, and also hit the like button and leave me a comment. That would help my channel grow. So subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.